Errol Spence, AJ, Charlo, Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, but what? So what? You telling me you heard something?
There's a reason why AJ delayed his fight. You take a spanner, put it in the cogs, the machine is gonna stop working, my friend.
Errol Spence's had over a year to prepare for this fight, and they knew this fight was coming.
I don't want to have a lapse in concentration versus Crawford.
He don't know that. He ain't been in the trenches, bro. Like, how's he know? How's he know he's gonna take it?
I think the boxing public at least, has made their feelings shown.
It's gonna be fireworks, bro. I'm excited.
Are there problems in the camp? He goes for the kill every time, and now it's like the sea is parted in front of me. It's clear. Welcome to another episode of Bloodlust Boxing. I'm Sav.
And I'm Baz.
And today's episode, are there problems in the camp? Errol Spence versus Crawford. We're going to be discussing it. But before we get into it, massive shout out to all those new subscribers. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. Can't even say it.
Get the words out, son.
I'm so excited. But if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment, drop a like. The Tyson Fury video, a lot of passionate responses on that, Baz.
Kicking off, mate.
It's been, boxing fans, they're very passionate, especially the hardcores. So
apologies if we didn't get back to anyone. There was a lot of comment. I
think the boxing public at least, has made their feelings shown. If Tyson Fury didn't know before, he definitely knows now that this fight isn't light. But will people tune in? That's a question for another day. Let's get back to it. Errol Spence versus Crawford. And as I said are there problems in the camp?
I don't know what problems you're talking about, bro. Like, I can't see no problems going on.
It's plain to see.
What? What's plain to see?
Errol Spence, AJ, Charlo, Ryan Garcia. All these egos in the camp, all just suddenly merged together. And you think that well-oiled machine, you take a spanner, put it in the cogs, the machine is going to stop working, my friend.
Nah, but you say a lot of egos, though. Like, I mean, other than maybe AJ in terms of that, Errol Spence.
Look at AJ. Look at AJ. All of AJ's camps have been about AJ. Just him, one trainer or a number of trainers focusing on AJ, his routine. Now he's in that Errol Spence camp. You had Errol Spence, who is the main man before. Charlo was there as well. Now you've thrown AJ and Ryan Garcia.
So what, you think because of all them names being added to the roster that there's going to be less time for Errol and he ain't going to get the time he needs? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. You got Derek James. Didn't he win Trainer of the Year, was it?
Yeah, Trainer of the Year, yeah.
2022. A great trainer. So. He is like Morpheus.
Back to basics.
He's like Morpheus,
Blue pill, red pill.
guiding these boxers, but there's only one Neo. And now you got about 4 or 5 Neos in the camp.
Yeah, but what? So what? You telling me you heard something, or is this just like?
Look, it doesn't take a blind man
to see.
Spidey
senses tingling or something.
It doesn't take a blind man to see. Put a lot of egos in the camp. Stuff is going to happen. Derek James only has a certain amount of hours in the day. Before, he would have been splitting that time maybe between Charlo and Errol Spence and a few others in the gym when they're coming up to a fight. There's a reason why AJ delayed his fight. And I reckon that's because they knew this Errol Spence fight was going to happen, and they weren't sure about going ahead with it because Derek James was going to have to split himself between the two camps. So if it's not going to affect Errol Spence, it's definitely going to affect AJ's camp.
Nah, man, because at the end of the day, Errol Spence has had over a year to prepare for this fight, and they knew this fight was coming. So all that training, all that preparation would have been done way beforehand. It's not like a little last minute decision.
Yeah, but all right, you're saying it's been a year. What about the fact that he's been out the ring for so long?
Yeah, but so has Crawford.
Crawford last fought Avanesian.
Crawford fought Avanesian at December 2022.
Was it?
Yeah. So you tell me that's last year, and that's it's the same sort of time, man. It's not like there's not much different. And Errol Spence fought in was it April of that year as well?
It's a year and a half, mate.
Yeah, it's quite a bit. It is a long time. I'm not saying it's not a long time out the ring, but at the same time, Crawford's had a long time out as well.
Not as much as Errol Spence.
But anyway.
So all I'm saying is realistically, you've got Derek James. It's 24 hours in a day. You can only spend a certain amount of time with each fighter. Okay, they've said they're very detailed in their preparations and splitting up the times. You'll have one fighter come in, one fighter go out. There'll be a little bit of overlap, but it's still Derek James is only one man. He can only focus on one person at a time.
Yeah, but it's fine. It's fine, honestly. Like there'll be plenty of other trainers around in the gym as well. It's not just him. Same with any gym. They'll have a big roster, like a big team around him. So there'll be plenty of trainers going around. Trust me.
Well, I don't know. Let's agree to disagree, but let's look at the other bits. What are your thoughts on this fight?
The way I see it, I think Errol Spence is going to come out quick because last couple of fights, he's come out off the mark quick, plenty of head movement, plenty of foot movement. He pivots a lot, which I think is going to cause problems for Crawford.
They're both southpaws, aren't they?
Both southpaws.
I'll be interested to know when the last time you got two southpaws fighting each other.
I know, it must have been time ago, bro. But the problem is, with both them being southpaws, are they going to clash their heads as well quite often, I reckon?
I don't know. They're both used to fighting orthodox fighters, haven't they? So
yeah.
that'll be interesting to see.
And Errol tends to pivot off to the right after he throws a couple of jabs, he pivots off to the right and then he throws his big left. So if Terence is trying to do the similar sort of thing, it's gonna be fireworks, bro. I'm excited.
Yeah. He's got that high guard, Errol Spence, doesn't he? He keeps it high all the time. When he against Ugas, he was keeping it up all the time. You didn't see him drop it hardly at all. Although I did notice he did have a lot of lapses in concentration in that fight, and you don't want to have a lapse in concentration versus Crawford. Crawford's got those long arms, and he's got that long reach. He's got like those alien arms. He throws it from weird angles, like down low, up high, and he just catches you, and you don't even expect it. And
for his size as well, like his reach is ridiculous. I mean, for being an inch and a half smaller than Errol Spence, he's got 2 inches reach on him.
Yeah,
that's mental.
But I just think those lapses in concentration with Spence is where Crawford's going to dominate. And you saw it against Ugas where he got caught a couple of times with the uppercut as well.
Yeah. So definitely towards the end of the round, end of the fight, he was.
Well, even sort of middle rounds, he was still getting caught as well. So you don't want to allow any sort of opening. Look what happened when Amir Khan got tagged by Crawford.
Yeah, but then Amir Khan's got a glass jaw in it.
That's true.
Sorry, mate.
Errol Spence has got a good jaw. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. The thing what I see happening really in this fight is Crawford's going to be waiting for that counter. He's a heavy counter puncher. So unless if Errol Spence switches off like that, like you said, then those counter punches are going to come through. It's going to be mayhem.
Yep. You got Crawford as well. He's trained by Foman. They've been together for a long time. They've got a really tight knit team. It's not. I don't believe it's like a big amount of a lot of boxers around in that camp, and you've got all that focus from the trainers or head trainers in that camp. Crawford's going to get in that 1-to-1 support. It goes back to what I was saying earlier, whereas you got Errol Spence having to share his time with Derek James and the other fighters. That's again, I still think that's going to play a part in the fight. There is a little bit of an age gap, though. Crawford is 35 and Errol Spence is 33 years old.
A couple of years, yeah. Well, we'll see whether that little bit of extra age affects his legs.
But when you compare the two fighters, who's had more miles on the clock? I mean, I say miles on the clock. You had Errol Spence, who had that horrific car injury. For him to come back from
how much of a toll has that had on him?
Well,
I think it's been significant. If I'm honest,
I thought it was going to have a massive toll on him when he came back, and he did slow down a bit, but he's still an explosive fighter, still a great fighter. It just shows you how good he was before he had the crash, and that his levels dropped off a little bit. But as I said, those lapses in concentration, he's had that car crash, and I think he's starting to see it a little bit more. He's had that injury to the retina as well. Again, that could have been a career-ending injury. He's had a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's true.
So though you've got Crawford, who's the older fighter,
Crawford's had more fight. Has had a lot more fights than him. So
yeah, but it's all experience. He's been in this position before.
It's true. To be fair, Crawford's last couple of fights, his resume has been pretty sound. To be fair, Abanesian, Sean Porter, Kilbrook, like they're big names.
Yeah, and Errol Spence has got a good resume as well, so can't really complain about that.
Nah. I'm not saying he's
got the Garcia on there. Yeah,
that's true.
So
I don't know how to see it, bruv. Like this fight's gonna be toe to toe, and
It is. You're gonna have the stars out. It's a massive event.
Mm.
It's a Showtime event. PBC. Is that going to play a factor in it? We've seen a shady or potentially shady decision already go in a Cambosa's fight. If I'm honest, I still need to watch that back. I haven't had a chance
Oh
to.
man, that is ruthless.
Everyone was saying the cards weren't amazing on there, and I don't want to comment too much until I've seen it properly, to be honest with you. But
I watched it, and Max Hughes definitely should have won the fight.
Really?
I couldn't swing it no way towards Cambosa.
Wow.
It's another.
Well, this is what I'm saying. It's on a PBC card. Crawford's on the other side. So is there a possibility that it could be a robbery here? If it gets to the end and they're both standing,
it's possible. It's possible, man. Like it's been ridiculous lately.
The only way I see Crawford winning this fight is if he knocks out Errol Spence.
You reckon?
Yeah.
You reckon?
Yeah. Crawford's had, in the last couple of fights, he's been having those TKOs, KOs, whereas Spence tends to, like, last couple of fights, he's made it to the end. He's not got the knockout, and his work rate has been phenomenal, and he's won in the fight. He got the TKO against Ugas.
Yeah.
So I think
the doctor come in and stop the fight in the 10th round.
Yeah. So,
but he's not a massive hitter. He's not. I mean, he's got plenty of knockouts,
Spence.
but he's not. But it's usually his work rate that gets him out of there. So
exactly. So that's what I'm saying. If it gets to the end and it could go down to a shady decision by one of the judges.
Shady points decision.
But I think the only way Crawford wins is with a knockout. It has to be a clear knockout. And I think he'll get it.
Yeah?
Yeah,
you think so?
Yeah. When Crawford throws those punches, he throws it with a lot of venom. He doesn't think twice. He goes for the kill every time.
He does, but I don't think no one's put that punishment on him yet. No one's been working that jab.
They
like
haven't been allowed to put that punishment on him. He's just too good.
But he don't know that. He ain't been in the trenches, bruv. Like, how's he know? How's he know he's gonna take it?
Doesn't need to be in the trenches. He gets the job done. Look, the more and more I've been sitting awake at night thinking about this fight and trying to call it, and now it's like the sea has parted in front of me. It's clear. It's clear to me that Crawford is going to win this fight.
You see it on the horizon, yeah?
It's as clear as day. And I can't believe I didn't see it before. This is Crawford's fight to lose. You heard it first, and I'm backing myself.
Is that it, yeah? Is that it?
That's mine.
All right. So Crawford's going to win this fight for you, but then how's he going to win it? Is it what? TKO?
It's got to be a knockout. It's got to be a knockout.
No, you are blind, bro. Like, what are you seeing? Like, nah. I'll tell you how this is gonna go. Errol Spence, yeah, is just gonna outdo him work rate all the way, and I reckon he's gonna have a better defense this time as well because his last fight against Ugas, I don't think he really
just holes, man.
There was holes. He wasn't really that prepared, and I think now he's been preparing for ages. He's gonna be switched on the whole time now. So I reckon it's gonna go distant, and Errol Spence is gonna win on point. Boosh.
So you heard it first. We both got contradicting views. Who will be right? The loser has to do a dare.
Ooh. Oh, whoa. What are you saying? What are you saying?
Let's think of something. The loser has to do a dare. No. We'll come up with something. Yeah. The loser has to do a forfeit. So we'll see.
Yeah, if you guys think of anything, drop it down in the comments.
Not too brutal.
We'll try and get something to do it on the stream because he's going to be the loser. So
anyway, if you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, wicked. And I'll see you soon. Peace.